required to do a project work in our MAP 101 course, and initially we thought of this single can Stirling engine to address the energy needs of the world. This Stirling engine basically works on the principle that heat energy would be applied from here. It would cause the to and fro motion of the displacer, which would be converted to rotary motion of this crankshaft, which can be used to turn this flywheel. But our initial attempt got failed because of this high weight displacer and the air gap between this displacer and the cam. Thus, we could not achieve our required piston arrangement and we got failed initially. Finally, we tried some modifications like reducing the weight of this displacer, and we also tried using two test tubes as our piston arrangement. But the test tubes could not handle the heat and pressure caused due to the heat and the air expanding. Finally, we had to switch to a new project, and thus we came upon constructing this.
This is our compact study table which we have constructed in our MEP project. I am going to show you some of the main features of this study table. As you all can see, this study table has an adjustable top which can be set at different angles for our comfortable experience. First of all, we can keep this in directly sitting position so that we can do our study work. Or otherwise, we could adjust this study table at a different angle and for our comfortable viewing purpose. Moreover, this study table can also be used for keeping our laptop and doing the work on our laptop. This study table is also provided with a removable drawer which can be used to keep the necessary stationery items. Now, the main feature of this study table is that it is compact. Now, for it to fold down, it has foldable legs with locks provided in them. When we lock the legs of the study table, this study table becomes compact. The main advantage of this compact study table is that apart from helping us in our study, this also saves a lot of space, which creates many problems in the hostel rooms of many students.
So now I am going to talk about the product realization. First of all, we made a CAD model so that we can get a rough estimate of a table. Then when we went to the workshop, first of all we made a frame so that we can get the basic structure of the table. Then we made the drawer. Then we went on to make the lid and the side lid of the table. Then we went on to make the legs, and in this way we completed our project. Basics. After it we made some fine structures like this backbone and these slots.
In this section, we are going to see some of the manufacturing processes used in this product realization.
We faced many problems in constructing this project. The main problem was of the dimensioning. The dimensioning should be accurate. We made an inaccurate table frame which we have to replace. Now we made this table with accurate dimensions. These angles are exact 90°. This was also a challenging problem to us. Thirdly, the slots of the drawer which were so thin that we have to make it with very accuracy. The fourth problem was with the legs. The legs should be of the accurate length that it fits inside this slot. But ultimately we found solutions to these problems, and in due course we have learned so many lessons.
So now I am going to talk about some of the lessons learned that we learned from this product realization. First of all, we learned about the teamwork. we all 4 members had to coordinate with each other, so it helped us in the team working. Then it also helped us in the team time management and parallel working. We distributed our work in such a way that none of our members remained empty at any time, and our work proceeded in the maximum efficiency. And lastly, it helped us to learn about the difference between the theory and the actual practical work. Like in a Stirling engine, what we thought would be theoretically possible, but it didn't work practically.